To hear the thoughts of listeners
if the
as
state
well.
has any more resources to put into this, like we all have said, it should rather go into building proper structures for the tourism industry.
Make the point about the convention center.
Yes, some of those things does not actually even need money. The Hotels Association of Ghana, for instance, had been pressing government for a certain premium tax, which they believe would help them reduce the cost of the operations which they pass on to consumers, thereby creating that expense that makes it hard for tourists to come to the country. I'm sure the Ghana Tourism Authority, for instance, could make do with some extra money to help them in the partnerships that they do with all these people that provide the content and help the activities that set the tourist visitations that come into the country. I'm sure the Ministry of Tourism and Culture could do with some extra budget to enable their programming, for instance, that would help them unlock that 2 million visitors the president had challenged them to do and all of those things, And if you're seeing that, the fund that would go into revamping our heritage sites, about 65 heritage sites, for instance, it's less than that amount of money that is going to the architect that is going to for the work that he's doing on the National Cathedral, for instance, which is 40 million from the World Bank. You would realize that it will take very far less than this probably a quarter of this $40 million to have to enable $400 million to have to enable the tourism industry in the ways that it can continue to drive and unlock value for the country. If you're also foreseeing that there won't be any problem, maybe like Ken has indicated earlier, turn it into a national convention that will provide value for a lot of the sectors in the what's it called in the sector.
Okay.
If you turn it into a national, obviously we could do our events. It could be used for church activities. It could be used for the funeral that you speak about. You could actually even have a museum there. If the money that is going to help you create the museum at the place is going to be too expensive, all these sites that are already present in the country that are going to be revamped, maybe you should put in more so they can have their own museums that will compel a lot of people to come. Because mind you, if you do not do that and then all the attention shifts and come in here, you are actually impacting, because the Cape Coast economy, for instance, thrives on tourism. So the more people you take to Cape Coast, because now there's a new museum which assets and amplifies your heritage, your slave heritage enough, it will compel a lot of people to go there, thereby impacting the local economy. So I think that if really this particular government is particular about tourism and wants to enable it, they know how to start, they know what to go. There are a lot of ideas on what to do regarding it. And we want to see the same level of commitment and strong role by president in having to enable the tourism sector.